Hey guys, what is going on? It's Lazarus here, back with another MLB video, and today we have part 2 to the Mets rebuild. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my PS4 sounds like a jet engine right now, so that's going to be fun to edit out. But if you guys missed part 1 and you want to watch it, the link will either be down in the description below, or there will be a little pop-up in the video somewhere around here, so go ahead and check that out if you want. But for right now, I'm just going to show you guys what we got so far, and then we're just going to get straight into it and not waste any time. So some of the new additions to this Met team that we picked up are Ketel Marte, James McCann we got in free agency, and Will Myers we acquired in trade, along with Justin Turner who we picked up on a 1-year deal. And as far as pitching goes, we signed Alex Wood to a contract, and we also traded for Mike Clevenger. And some signings were Brandon Morrow, we re-signed Betances, we re-signed Kirby Yates who we traded for in the last one. And all in all, I think this team is looking pretty damn solid, so hopefully they can perform well, and I'm just going to go ahead and sim to the middle of the year, and then we're going to pick it up from there and see what happens. Alright, so here we are in the middle of July, and as it turns out, we actually suck pretty bad. We're 46 and 57. Let's go ahead and look at our guys and see where exactly everything went wrong. Rosario's doing okay, McNeil's doing okay, Marte is killing it, you'll have to see that. Alonso's doing good as well, Conforto, not too good. Turner has completely regressed, my god, so I'm gonna have to get rid of him. J.D. Davis, nothing special. James McCann, awful. Will Myers, not terrible. Let's see the pitching. Syndergaard's doing good, Clevenger sucks, Matz, okay, Wood good, and DeGrom, of course he's doing good. In the bullpen side of things, Morrow's okay, Betances okay, Lugo, terrible, Familia, terrible, and wow. Look at Edwin Diaz with that 2.22. Him and Kirby Yates are both doing solid. So there is a lot of problems here. And we're going to have to try and make some moves, whether it's either trading guys away or just reshuffling parts, because we want to win the World Series. You know, we're not going to just settle for being terrible. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Alright, so the first move we're going to make is dumping Justin Turner's contract on the Blue Jays in exchange for this relief pitcher right here, Anthony Bass. And the reason we're doing that is because on the season, my boy has a 1.66 ERA. And the last year he did good too, so why the hell not take a flyer on him? And we're going to be saving a lot of money in the process. You know that's a big thing for the Mets, so we're going to go ahead and get that one done. And let's see what else we can do. Alright, so another deal we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be swapping catchers with the Angels because for some reason they want McCann. And Jason Castro himself is having a pretty decent year. You can see that good line there, 17 home runs. And he's making less money than James McCann too, so why the hell not? We're going to go ahead and put that one through. And there we go, an automatic upgrade at our catching position. Hopefully we can continue to reshuffle a little bit more and try to get better. Alright, and finally another trade we're going to be making is we're going to be acquiring Miguel Andujar in exchange for Brandon Nimmo, Max Moroff, and Evan Skoog. And the reason we're going to be doing this one is because Andujar kind of killing it this year. 289, 23 bombs, and we don't really have a good third baseman, so this will boost the offense as well. So the last 3 trades, we got a catcher, a decent reliever, and a good third baseman who's also young as hell. Those are 3 really good moves, and I think that's all we're going to do for now. We're just going to have to ride off this season into the sunset and see what happens from there. But I will see you guys near the end of the season where we're going to reevaluate. Alright, so I think it's a bit of an understatement to say that the season did not go the way we wanted it to. We end up finishing 76 and 86 in 4th place in the division. And you know what? All across the board, everyone was kind of just decent. No one really had an amazing season. Kirby Yates struggled. But I think this team just got off to such a terrible start that there was really no coming back from it. So next season will definitely be better, but we're going to have to run through the offseason first. We'll see which ones of our guys we have to re-sign and who we can go get from the market, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so as a matter of fact, we do have quite a bit of work to do here in free agency. Noah Syndergaard, Steven Matz, and Conforto are all scheduled to be free agents. And honestly, I definitely want to bring back these 2 guys, as well as Anthony Bass. He had a solid year. We'll get him back on a 1-year deal. But Michael Conforto, I think we're going to have to let him go. And I know that's controversial, but the last 2 seasons, he hasn't really done anything. If there's better guys in the market, I'm going to chase one of them and let him walk. But we'll have to see what happens. But as of right now, These two guys are definitely going to be on our radar, as well as Bass. And then we'll see what's going on the open market as well. Alright, I'm not going to lie, free agency is looking kind of promising. We have a lot of good players in the market over here. But so far, we've re-signed METS and Bass. We still have our offer out to Syndergaard, so hopefully he takes that, or else we're going to have to get another starter. But as for right fielders go, I'm thinking we're going to go after Jorge Soler right here. Because look at this man's stats, 40 home runs, 260. These are decent, but man, that's some power we're desperately missing in the lineup. So we're going to go ahead and make him a massive offer. Doesn't look like he wants to come to the team that bad, but I guess we're just going to have to pump that up. We'll backload the contract. We'll deal with that later. Hopefully he gives that some consideration. Definitely more than the Royals offer, so hopefully we get him. He'll be a nice addition to the lineup. And for the catcher position, I think we're also going to have to go after this older Buster Posey, who, believe it or not, had a decent season in 2021, but he's most likely going to start declining this season or the next one. So we'll throw him a 1-year deal. Everyday player, yeah, I think that's about right. Hopefully we can afford that. I know we're the Mets and everything, but that's not that expensive. And we do need a catcher, so that's that. And then we're going to go ahead and make one more offer to Domingo Santana, who's coming off a pretty good season, and he's still under his 30s. You can see right there the overall is trending in the right direction. So we're going to try and pick him up too. And we're going to end up moving Will Myers at some point if we do get Santana. And I think that will be that for the offseason. Maybe pick up a reliever or two, but I'm not entirely sure about that one yet. You know what? Yeah, we'll get someone like Steve Cishek. He had a couple of good seasons. Yep, right there. He's actually on a pretty good streak, and he's going down, so we're not going to give him that 2-year deal. We're going to go ahead and give him the 1-year deal, $3 million. I think that's fair. He's part of our bullpen. There we go. Perfect. So now we're done with our free agent moves. We're just going to see who signs and who doesn't, and then adjust accordingly. Alright, big news. We ended up losing Syndergaard to the Astros. Because of course. So we're going to have to go ahead and get a starting pitcher as well. There we go. You hate to see it. I'll see who we can get from the market to replace him. Alright, so first things first, we did get Domingo Santana, which means Will Myers, he's got to go. 1 year left on his contract anyway. So we're going to try and dump as much of this salary as possible, so hopefully we can find a good trade. Alright, so what we're going to do here is send him to the Cleveland Indians, because look at all the money we're taking on compared to what they are, and it's pretty much just a cash dump move. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That gives us a lot more room to work with in the market and with trades as well. So that's done. And yeah, you know what? Out on a limb, I just made an offer to Carlos Martinez, and he accepted it literally instantly. So we got him on a $77 million deal over 5 years. I don't know how that one's going to turn out, but we're winning now, so there we go. That's another guy done. We got Jorge Soler too, look at that. Nice new right fielder. And I think we have just Buster Posey waiting, or did we get him too? Oh, we got Buster Posey too. So pretty much our job in free agency here is done. And we're just going to go ahead and go straight to the 2022 season and see what happens. Trevor Bauer got traded again too. Ignore that. Alright, so this is a team we're going to be rolling with for 2022. Looking pretty solid here, I'm not going to lie. We got a Rosario at short, McNeil at second, Marte in center, Alonso at first, Andujar at third, Soler in right, Santana in left, Buster Posey at catcher. And this is our bench. Right here we have this guy. He was our first round pick a couple years ago. Progressing pretty nicely, already a 71 overall. So we'll see if we can get him some playing time as well. Now on to the pitching staff. We have DeGrom as our ace, Clevenger number 2, Martinez 3, Matz 4, and Alex Wood once again as our number 5 guy. And in the bullpen you might notice some interesting names here like Justin Verlander. I saw him sitting in free agency, so I figured why not pick him up for a little 1-year deal, see if he could be anything useful to us. This guy should not be here. He's going to get swapped out soon. But we still have Betances, we have Cishek coming aboard for the first time, we have Bass from last year, and Yates, Diaz, and Lugo all coming together once again to form the back end of our bullpen. So the team, again, is looking pretty damn solid. So what we're going to do is sim to the middle of the year and pray to God we don't suck this time. So I will see you guys right there. Alright boys, here we are, middle of July, and we are finally doing good. 61-44. first place in the division, 4.5 up over the Phillies, and it only took about 3 years. Nice. I think this is the last year of my contract as well as a GM. We'll go ahead, all these guys are signed. We got some good draft picks too. Look at that. So what we're going to do is look at all our players. We'll see who's doing well. Rosario, okay. Alonso, another good year. Andujar, a good year. Soler, good year. Santana, could be better. Buster Posey, pretty old. Okay, nothing too crazy on offense. I'm assuming the pitching is going crazy. Oh yeah. Jacob deGrom, look at that. Martinez, okay. Matt's okay. Wood, pretty bad. These two guys are not doing too well. But we are as a team. Let's see, the bullpen. Lugo, good. Diaz, bad. Yates, bad. Chasing Shreve, oh my goodness. Okay. So, the bullpen and rotation are actually not doing amazing. But the team's doing pretty well, so I can't really complain. Alright. We're definitely going to make a move this trade deadline. And I think we're going to try and get at least one starter and at least one reliever. The offensive side of the ball is perfectly fine right now. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make that happen. And we'll see. Alright, so for our reliever problem, we're going to go ahead and get Jose Leclerc from the Rangers. One, because I used him in March to October. The guy's a beast. And number two, just look at his stats this year. You can't go wrong with that, so we're going to go ahead and pick him up for Alex Wood and some guy named Matthew Allen, who I don't know who that is. So there we go, that one's through. Alright, so as for our starting pitcher dilemma, we're going to be acquiring Chris Archer. We're going to take a flyer on him. He's having a pretty decent year this year, so why not? And then we're also going to get Jorge Mateo in that deal in exchange for Justin Verlander and Luke Rennie, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and get that one done, and we're pretty much set on trades right there. So now all that's left to do is finish out the season, see how we end up, see if we get in the playoffs, and I will see you guys when we get there. Alright boys, it looks like 2021 is going to be a good year to be a Mets fan. We finished the year 97-65, first place in the division, and we're going to be playing the Milwaukee Brewers in the division series. Last time, if you remember, we got to this point of the playoffs. We got swept by the Dodgers, so let's hope that doesn't happen again. The Dodgers, of course, had the best record in the league again, so if we beat Milwaukee, we'll be playing them most likely. So you know what? Let's just go in and see what happens. But first, we're going to see how everybody did. Oh, it's not going to show the stats. Okay. Alright, here we go. Game 1. 2022 NLDS DeGrom, Brandon Woodruff, and we win 6-5. You love to see it. Game 2, Carlos Martinez, Freddie Peralta, and we win 10-7. Can we get this sweep? Steven Matz. Yes, we can, baby. Let's go. We sweep the Brewers, and we have a chance to get revenge on the Dodgers. Can we do it? Mike Clevenger, Game 1, and we win. Already more games than we won against the last time. Chris Archer, Game 2, and we win again. Game 3, DeGrom, Urias. We lost the DeGrom game. Okay. Game 4, Martinez, Dustin May, and we are one win away. Please don't choke it. Steven Matz. Oh, God, 1-0. And we go on the road for Game 6 and Game 7. Oh, and it's going down to Game 7. Okay. We're going to go ahead and make the switch right there. We're putting DeGrom on the hill for Game 7 against David Price. Oh my God. And we choke a 3-1 lead. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And the Dodgers beat the Indians in the World Series. So I didn't get fired. That's good. But we didn't win the World Series in the 3-year time span. Very disappointing. So, tell you what, I think we're going to go ahead and give this one more season. We had a really good team this year, so if we could just recreate that magic, we'll go ahead and do that. And if we don't win next year, then I'm going to throw in the towel, because I don't know how to make it much better than this. I will see you guys in the offseason once we start making moves. Alright, as for our exclusive free agents, we're trying to get back Marte for sure. We gave him a big deal. Leclerc, Clevenger, Lugo, And we're also going to offer one to Chris Archer. Get him 2 years, 9 with the player option. That should get it done. So we want to bring pretty much all these guys back except for Diaz. So hopefully we can do that. And now we have a look at who's on the market for free agency. Let's see, did we get any of our guys back? I think we did. Yeah, okay, we got Marte back, we got Leclerc back, Betances, Bass. The computer signed Buster Posey back for some reason, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and go all in this year because I told myself this is the last season, so might go a little crazy. We're going to go with the nuclear option. So let's just see what we can manage. So first things first, we need to shed some money. Kirby Yates, not good anymore, making too much bread. Goodbye. Free money, that's how we do it. Replacing Kirby Yates. 35-year-old Aroldis Chapman, 1-year deal, $9.5 million. There we go. And you know, as a matter of fact, we do still need a catcher. And Gary Sanchez is kind of just there on the market. So, you know, why the hell not? Alright, so we did end up getting Chapman finally. And we also ended up getting Gary Sanchez. I can pull it up right here. There we go. We got him too, so he switches New York teams. And I think we're pretty much done for free agency. There's not much else we can do here. We've done all we need to do. This team is stacked, so if they don't win this year, then they probably never will. So I will see you guys at the beginning of 2023. Alright, and as for our last move before we start the season, we're going to be sending our first round draft pick from a few years ago, Fernando Mora, JD Davis, and Damian Rolls to the Tampa Bay Rays for Lucas Giolito and Nick Anderson. I think those are the last pieces we need to finally make that championship run. And if we don't do it this year, then I don't think we ever will. This team is absolutely loaded. DeGrom, Martinez, Clevenger, Giolito, Mats, the bullpen, Betances, Lugo, Bass, Cishek, Chapman, Leclerc, Nick Anderson, Gary Sanchez, Buster Posey is our backup, Pete Alonso, McNeil, Andujar, Rosario, Santana, Marte, and Soler. It doesn't get much better than that. We're going to go to the middle of the season, see what's going on, and I will see you guys right there. Alright, so here we are, middle of the season, and there's somehow only 10 games above 500. And there's two glaring problems with this, and that is Mike Clevenger and his ridiculous ERA, and Steven Matz pretty much in the same boat. So what's going to happen is these two guys are pretty much gone. We're going to get one guy that's a lot better in their position, and hopefully that'll help do the job. But quick shout out to DeGrom, having the best season of his life, except for 2018, but you gotta love this guy. I mean, come on. Mets fans, you guys are lucky you got him. Everyone else is pretty much just doing average, about how you expect them to be, so I can't really complain there. Like, the offense is perfectly fine. They're just severely underperforming as a team somehow, but it is the Mets, so it's not really that much of a surprise. But we're going to see what we can get for these two guys. Hopefully at least one good starter and reliever, and we're going to try and get a nice little package deal here. Alright, so what we're going to be doing here is swinging Clevenger and Mats to the Reds for Domingo German, who's having a pretty decent year, Matt Bowman, who's having a pretty great year, and then Rafael Iglesias, who's having a pretty good year as well. Now, these are pretty much the areas we need, so we're just going to go ahead and do that, shore up the rotation, and that is pretty much it for this trade deadline. Take him out, put German in, and I mean, come on. You can't tell me this team isn't absolutely loaded pitching-wise. So if this doesn't work, I don't think anything will. So fingers crossed we make the playoffs. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on. They're loaded now. So I will see you guys in September, and we'll pick it up right there. Alright, so as you can see, the Mets got their shit together. We made the playoffs as a wild card team, but still made the playoffs nonetheless. 90-72, and we are definitely not starting Carlos Martinez. The Phillies won the division, so, oh god. If we beat the Rockies, we have to play the Dodgers again. That's not going to be fun. So, there's only one thing left to do. If we win this, we play the Dodgers, and we finally get our payback. Can it happen? Yes, let's go. 5-4, what happened in this game? Anything crazy? We walked it off in the 12th inning, and we were down in the 9th and came back. You gotta be kidding me, bro. This team has to win the World Series. Gary Sanchez with the... Dude, it's gotta be meant to be. Here we go. The moment we've been waiting for. Will we lose to the Dodgers again for the 3rd time in this franchise? Game 1, win. Game 2, win. Last time we were 1 game away, we choked. Yes! We sweep the Dodgers! Finally! Oh my god. And we're going to be playing either the Brewers or the Phillies. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know who we want here. But we got the Brewers. Alright. 4 more games to win the pennant. And we lose game 1. Game 2 we lose. Game 3 we win. Game 4 we lose. And we're down 3-1. And we lost in the playoffs again. Oh my god. The Brewers go to the World Series. And this team, man. This team. The Brewers beat the A's. I have no words. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wave the white flag here. I genuinely don't think I can make the Mets any better than I have in this franchise right here. So that's going to be it for the video. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have had any success with this damn team, because I guess I can't do it. You know what? Maybe it is harder than it looks. Respect to their GM, Brody Van Wagner, I think. Because damn, man, no matter what you do with these guys, it just feels like they choke in the playoffs one way or the other. I mean, we had a good roster here. Nothing like the Mets of today, but that's a good group of players right there. Still couldn't get it done. So if you guys have any suggestions on more teams you want to see rebuilt, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember, stay safe out there with the coronavirus. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay safe, guys. Peace.